Hi there. So this is going to be a real life project using CrocodBlock and JetEngine. You are going to learn few things, two types of filter here, how you can display information using this kind of design. I mean, this looks like a timeline widget, but this is not a timeline widget. You will know about the alternative listing injection. You see that this is a listing and this is the kind of same listing, but showing in a different way. And also there is another custom post type. You learn about the filters and how you can load information in a dynamic table, and there are more you are going to learn. So let's start. This project is I have completed this project on behalf of Studio Mikado, a Belgium-based Belgium-based agency. I can show you the real client's website, so that's why I'm using my website to show you. So let's start. Basically, a old guy, he is collecting information from Second World War, and this is his hobby maybe, and he want to display the information in a way that people can easily find information. So the first thing is timeline. We are showing event. So this is some dummy data. Event is this is the taxonomy, and you can click here to see the more information. So on this timeline wizard, so I will start from showing you the backend, that what I have added for the CPT. So let's go to the post type and timeline. Here you can see that we have 7 meta fields. From here I have give it the CPT, the title and thumbnail, featured image support. So all is normal. So timeline date, so definitely the date will be a field type of date. These are normal comments. So the text and the original text. So comments, so there is nothing complicated, right? Let's move to the front end. So now first thing first, we need to show the information in using a listing grid. So I have designed a 2 listing grid here. Let me explain why. So in the first listing grid, you see that this is the simple heading. So this is a post title, and I have chosen metadata, and I'm displaying the text, and this is a taxonomy. For displaying any kind of taxonomy, so you need to drag and drop the dynamic terms widget. I have shown it here. So show all terms. So if any of the post has multiple category, for example category selector, so it will show here, and this is just the post URL. That's it. Here I want to share something that will helpful. So I'm displaying the date. So if you don't filter the output, so date will look like this by default. So you need to filter the output, and you can see that the callback is format date. How you want to show, you can format it here. You can learn more by clicking this documentation. So this is the listing grid I have used here, but the client want to show the informations like the timeline widget of CrocodBlock. So you know that CrocodBlock has a timeline widget. I have started with that widget. I need to write here CrocodBlock. But the problem is the CrocodBlock vertical timeline widget can't. If you use this one, then you can filter the data. So this is the biggest problem. But we need to filter the data because there will be thousands of data client can input. I don't know that why this is not loading. Okay, this is an example that how the timeline widget looks like. So there's a date, there's some information in the left and information in the right. For doing this, let me drag it over there. For doing this, we need a alternative listing widget. Let me go to here, and in the alternative listing widget I have so for doing that, what you need to do, you need to go to JetEngine in the backend, and we need to turn on something. So listing grid injection, sorry, this is not alternative listing grid, this is the listing grid injection. So you need to turn this on. When you will turn this on in the and drag and drop the listing grid, you will see there is an option. Yeah, so there is an option, this will appear, inject alternative listing items. Then you need to select the listing. So I have created another listing, just this way, and I want to inject the listing on every second item. So this is the first item, and this will insert it in the second one. Then again the normal listing will be displayed, and then again the listing I have injecting. So every second item will be the alternative listing item. Okay, now it's time to display all the informations. So for displaying all the information, we need to have a query so that we can display all the informations here. So let's go to the backend. This is a very straightforward query for timeline. So this will be a post query, and we want to have all the information of timeline post type, and those are published. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. So for displaying the data, we are just drag and dropping the listing grid, and we are setting the custom query timeline. That's it. So now it's time to talk about the filters. So we have two filters here. One is for the text source. So basically these are the terms, I believe, and these are the years. So this is the checkbox filter, and this is also a checkbox filter. So let me show you that what I did for the filters for the timeline. So let's just start with the text source filter. So filter type is checkbox. Yeah, so this is for a term. So when our data source will be a taxonomy, and the taxonomy name is text born, because you can see that there is a taxonomy text born. So basically the text born is where the what is the originality of that text, or you can just think this way. So this is the place or location where this, not location actually, so this is something, a resource that where the information is collected from. So that's it. So text born, everything will be normal. That's it. And the next filter is here. You can see the year, right? So we are grabbing the year from the date. So you already know that every timeline has a date. So from that date we are grabbing the years, right? So let me show you that how we are filtering that. So timeline year, you see that oh sorry, that is another taxonomy in timeline, that is a year. You can directly just pick the year from a date normally. So this is again the data source will be taxonomy, and the taxonomy is the year. Rest of the things are same. Let's show you one thing, that how the filter will be applied. Most of the time what we miss usually, we forget to put the query ID. So this query ID needs to be put here also in the CSS ID. So this needs to be same. You can have 10 filters maybe, so every filter will have the same query ID. You see here in the CSS ID. So for checkbox filter, we just drag and drop the checkbox filter, select the filter, and the filter is for JetEngine Ajax. So you know the rest of the thing. And we have, if we enable the drop down, it will show in a drop down. If we don't enable it, it will show this this way. And the next thing is, this is also a checkbox filter, so we don't need the drop down here. So when you just normally drag and drop it, you will see that the items will have the checkbox. This don't look good, so what we will do, we'll just turn off the checkbox. You can design it in your way. So this is all about this timeline archive. So now dive into the details page. In the timeline details page, this is not a good design, so I'm here to just share the information, not focused on the design. So we want to show the date here. So again, for the date, we have taken a dynamic field widget, and for the showing the term, definitely you need to pick the dynamic terms, and we are showing the terms. So what I want to share, that is this one. The original text, we want to put it inside an accordion, so that's why I have taken the accordion widget from Elementor, and inside the accordion widget I have only one item. So the same way, we just put the dynamic field widget here, and again just select the right data source. That's it. And every block, for example this block, we have added visibility condition. So if somehow there is no comment, there is no URL title, so this block will automatically be will not display it. So for that, let me show you one thing. For that, you need to turn on another thing, that is the dynamic visibility, this module, and then you will see that there is a new option, dynamic visibility. So we only want to show this information if something exists, what that is the comments from the timeline CPT. So if the comment exists, then only we will show the element, right? If not, then the whole container will be disappeared. And this is just for the post navigation, so for next and before and next. So that's it about the timelines, and let's move to the people. You will learn more there. In the people CPT, so you can see that this is the archive. So this table is dynamic. Whenever the client will add any new information about anyone, so it will display, it will be added in the table. So this is a dynamic table, and we have some listing here. So let me show you that how I set the backend, how I set what is the meta fields I have added for the people. So again, here I have given support for title, editor, and thumbnail. The child name, child last name, first name. So these all are normal. Yeah. So there's one thing, father deceased. So if the I put a radio here, radio button. Field type is radio. So yes or no. You can't put checkbox here because the answer will be either yes or either no. So it can be yes or no, both. So that's why I have added the radio. There will be a condition for this one. So if from the backend, if it's set to yes, then we will display the information. Otherwise, if the information is set to no, then we will not show any information at all about the father and about the mother. And rest of the things are normal. There's a one more thing, a resident location. So this will be a checkbox, and there are a few places these are manually added. Now let's move to the front end. So for displaying the data into a table, I have used a dynamic table widget. So normally you don't find this. So what you need, again, go to the JetEngine. You need to turn on something. Here is the dynamic table builder. When you will turn this on, you will see the option table builder under JetEngine. So there are two tables. I have using one without the image. So let's open it. This is the table name, and to display the information inside the table, we need to create a query. So this is the same query we have, same type of query we have used for the timeline. We just created a post query and select the post type. That's it. So this is the query I set, and then the columns. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 columns, name, date of birth. The same way you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 columns, and the information is loading accordingly. Let me show you that how you set the data dynamically. So for the title, just it will be the post title. For the date of birth, it will be a meta field. So who is meta field? The meta field will be date of birth from the people. So one more thing, yeah, the place of residence. So you know that you just see that in the back end, the place of residence is a checkbox. For showing that, again, this is a meta field and resident location, that's fine, but we need to filter the output. So turn this on. So if we turn this off, let me show you that what will happen. We are trying to load, but you see that it's true, false, true, false. This is the default option. When you will filter it, so we need to filter it, and the callback will be checked values list. So when something will be checked, we want to show that information only, not all the true false, right? The boolean information. That's it. Now let me hit update. Now you see that only the checked items information or names are showing. And the last thing is, this is a bit tricky also, so read more. So we need the post URL here, and it needs to be clickable. Again, we are taking the post Slack, that's fine, but we need to customize the output. You see here, the %s is the basically the URL, and the class will be button, so that it looks like a button, and we wrap it inside the anchor tag. So this way we can show the learn more option, and when I will click, it will take me directly to the details page of this post. Let's get back to the filter. We have a few filters here. We have 4 filters here. The first filter is, this is a search filter, and okay, let's go one by one. This is a search filter. So when someone will be search using a child's name, then this need to be filtered. By default, we are not displaying the child name here, but I know that there is someone's child name is Abel. Yeah, so you see that it's working fine, right? Let's get back to the backend and go to the filters. So our first filter is the child's name, and this is a search filter because we are searching something, and we will search by custom field. This is the placeholder, and the child name, so people can search using either the first name or either the last name. So if you have more variable to search, you can just use the comma in between. So where we find the child first name, so this is, you know, that we have let's try to add new people, and you will say that this is the name of the this field. So you see that people child's first name. That's it. Let's go to the front end. Yeah, there's one thing, this consumes a lots of my time. I am setting the data source is JetEngine here, but it's not working. But what you need to do, you need to be careful and select the JetEngine dynamic table, because this will work for a dynamic table widget, right? So this all things are normal. And the place of birth. So the place of birth, I think that you will learn something new here. The place of birth. So let's go to the filter again, and this is the place of birth. Oops, sorry. People's date of birth. No, this is the we need to go to the place of birth. yeah, place of birth. For this one, this is a select filter, that's fine. So we are taking the information, the place of birth, in a meta field, a text type meta field. So the data source will be custom field, and this is the placeholder, and the custom field key or the name is place of birth. And again, we need to put the same key here, so you can think that how the plain query how I get this. So you just click here and click on plain query variable, then you will see that this autofills, and you need to put the query variable here, and the comparison will be equal. So that means when we are going to show all the place of birth here. So whatever the let me explain. In the people, so when the filter will check that what is the place of birth. The place of birth equal Netherlands, okay, it will put the Netherlands here, and it's intelligent, because if it get the same value, then it will put it once here. You can see that UK is once on here. So that's it, that how I use the this one, the select for the select filter for place of birth. And again, don't forget to put the query ID, and also put the same query ID here, otherwise the filter will not work. And the next filter is a resident location filter. So this is a checkbox filter, right? So residence location, let's get back to it. All filters, residence location filter. This is a checkbox field, right? Again, the data source is custom field, and our custom key is this. And one more thing, so initially when I'm trying, it's not working. Because of that, we need to turn this on, get choices from data field, and also you need to turn this one, because we are showing something. Actually the people residence in the backend, you see that this is actually a checkbox. So when we are adding any new people information, so we are adding the information as a checkbox. This residence location itself is a checkbox, so that's why we need to turn this on. Is checkbox meta field, this means it's asking that the meta field is checkbox type. Yes, we need to turn this on. The query variable is this, and that's it. We can show the information here. This is a checkbox filter, all the same. And this is a dead range filter, and for this one, this is normal, nothing crazy. Dead range filter, child, date of birth, yep. So we are selecting a dead range, and the filter by, we will filter by the metadata, and the date format, this will be the placeholder, minimum possible date, so you can customize it as you want. That's it. Okay, fine. So we are done with all the filters here, but we are going to learn one more thing. That is, when you will be on mobile, so I think I missed one thing. So in the dynamic table wizard, don't forget to turn this option on, allow horizontal scrolling, because the table can have more columns, and in your mobile, if you don't have the option to scroll left and right, then you can see the whole table. This is one thing. And another thing is, let me squeeze it. Oh, sorry, I missed this one. Okay, we need to make it responsive actually, for the mobile. I'm showing you a while how we can do that. For that one, we need to download the ZOP canvas column. So you need to go to the CrocoBlock freemium/tools. So, and this is a plugin we need to install. So let me install it in real quick. So this is used for making the filter responsive on mobile. Okay, so they have a documentation. You can search writing how you can create a responsive filter using ZOp canvas column add-on. So I have installed it in my website, and now what I need to do, I need to add a class. Oops, the class is already there, yeah, but I have missed the, sorry for the noise, the actually the plugin wasn't there, the add-on wasn't there, so that's why it wasn't work. So now let's see that, is it working? Yeah, it's working. You can see that this is the responsive filter, so when you will click, it will open on mobile and close this way. I'm not going to dig further on this. You can customize it by going mobile. So here we see that there's a new option of canvas settings, so you can customize the things, change the icon, and change the text, what will show for the expand and collapse. Okay, that's it for the timeline archive. So let's move to the timeline, sorry, not timeline, people's details page. In the detail page, everything is normal, just only two things I want to show, that is for the father and mother, this thing, and the place of residence. There's something we need to tweak. So do you remember that if we do a can, so let me change something in the people. For this guy, we want to set that the father deceased. No, that means his father is still alive. Okay, so in that case, we are not going to show any information about his father in the front end. Now we see that the father's information has gone. How we did it? For this, for father, just normally we have displayed the information, and this is the deceased. This is a just what to say, this is just a normal heading, normal text, there is no dynamic data. So we are selecting the container, and in the advanced tab in the dynamic visibility, so we will only show this information if the custom field value father deceased, if this value equal yes, only then we will display this block of information, otherwise it will be hidden in the front end. So I think that this is the value, this can be yes or no from the radio meta field, and this needs to be equal to yes, only then this information will be shown. Then the same way I did for the mother. The dynamic visibility show this information only if the custom meta field the mother decreased value is equal to yes, then only show this information. There's one more thing, the place of residence. So normally we are setting everything this way, but to show the information we need to filter the output. You need to set the callback. You see that the checked values list, we want to show only the value that are checked, and that's it. So nothing crazy. This is all. I think I have covered everything I want to share with you. Thank you for watching the tutorial.